G'day everybody and welcome back to SimWorld episode 11. It's been a couple of weeks since we've had SimWorld, so it's good to be back live. It looks like people are filing in. We've got Frugal, Spike, and we've got Scott, so good to see you. And it's just fitting that Scott has come in today because we're going to do course of the week later, and I've got a really special course to announce. A course that has come to GS Pro through the Race to Scotland Season 1. So super excited to talk about that later. And I've got to say, it's one of the best looking courses on GS Pro. All right, well, let people file in. I will get organized. I'm a little bit disorganized this morning. But yeah, we'll wait until people file in and then we'll start talking about the topics for today. Like I said, it's been a couple of weeks. I've been away, then I was back, but I was busy. And so this is the first episode back for 2 weeks off. But it looks like all the usual suspects are filing in. We've got Top Gun, Tomat, good to see you guys. We've got Jonathan, good to see you, mate. How's the G&G monitor going? It's going. I can't really say much. I've been doing testing for Brett and Mike. I actually had a chat to them yesterday. I spent about an hour just talking to both of them and just hitting some shots. So yeah, it's going, it's working, we're refining it. So we pretty much, the guys want to get it to a point where they're happy with it before I start putting some content out. So it's going, still in the testing phase. Glenn's in the house, Alan's here, good to see you guys. We've got some people filing in now. Fire away questions. I've got, we'll save course of the week till a little bit later. What can I talk about now? Let's talk about Rapsodo's official GS Pro connector. Now, I will have a video. I'm actually going to film a video showing how to set up the Rapsodo with the official connector to GS Pro. I'm going to do that after this video, but what I'll do is I'll talk about it now as well. I feel like, I don't know what your thoughts are, but it feels strange to me that Rapsodo would now all of a sudden do an official GS Pro connection. How long has the MLM2 Pro's been out? For at least a couple of years now, and they've done a GS Pro connection now. And it's like, we've had the workaround or the third-party connector by Springbok for a long time now. And you just go, this is me just thinking, right? Garmin came out with their official connector for the R10 when they announced the R50. So the R50 came out, that connected to GS Pro, and therefore I feel like they just went, yeah, let's just connect the R10 as well. Rapsodo has now got an official connector for the MLM2 Pro. And so that has me thinking, is this because they have other hardware that they're going to bring out, maybe sooner rather than later? I mean, that's what I'm leaning towards. I'm thinking this has to do with other Rapsodo hardware coming out. That's just me thinking, because why else would they do it? I mean, it's been out for 2 years. We have a really good connector that works. I'm just going, why do it now? I'll take your thoughts. Yes, there is a new metal case for the Square Golf launch monitor. It does look really nice as well. Mike, good to see you, mate. It always amazes me the reach that these lives have. You get people from all over the world. It's incredible. And yeah, Top Gun, possibly. I mean, maybe Square's kind of leading the charge a bit with no subscription. You know, it works with the Pix balls. It's super accurate at putting and chipping. And for me, I'm going, I don't know. To me, why would Rapsodo do it now? Maybe the Square, but they already have something that works, and the third-party connectors, you can get putting to work as well. So, I mean, if I only had the MLM2 Pro, I would just still use the third-party connector, because from what I've seen, it uses Bluetooth. So the official connector uses Bluetooth. So does the third-party connector. So to me, I'm like, yeah. G'day, Paul. Good to see you, mate. Phil's up as well. 5 a.m. pickup. Yeah. No worries, Phil. Thanks for signing in and saying hi. Okay, yeah, Jonathan. Yeah. I emailed Justin as well and I said, what's going on, mate? Like, can you fill me in on anything? And he didn't. He obviously can't say anything, but yeah, it's just something that I guess that I've kind of, yeah, I don't see why they would do it now. Modern Touch Designs has said he's just put Jumbo Max grips large on all clubs and it's changed his game a lot. Yeah, I completely agree. This one I've had them just on my driver, but I've got a whole set, like I keep saying. I'm waiting for a vice, so I've ordered a vice because I want to put these on properly on all my clubs. So I've got a vice coming; it's on the way. But yeah, this Jumbo Max. Um, this is fantastic. It feels it. I've just started to get it to where it actually feels good in my hands now. Whereas when I first got it, it felt horrendous. And I've said that. I've been open. I'm not going to be someone that stands there and go, this thing's amazing straight off the bat. I hit it really good straight off the bat, but it felt so bad. It's now started to feel normal. And now when I go to my irons and my other clubs, I'm like, oh, I wish I had, a bit bigger of a grip. The thing that I like about the ultralights as well is they're the same weight as a standard multi-compound. So they're the same weight. So your swing weight of your clubs isn't going to change, which is a massive thing for me. I really am sensitive to swing weight. So I just like how your swing weight's not changing. MLM2 Pro, you still have to authenticate with the Rapsodo app each day. Exactly. You still got to authenticate. And I guess that's so they make sure that you have the subscription. If they didn't authenticate, then you could use this without buying the Rapsodo subscription. So they're protecting that subscription. Tomat saying larger grips, he fades it more. Yeah, potentially, Tomat. You're not going to be able to get as much rotation through. So yeah, potentially. I think for me, that probably helps me. It kind of, my miss is the one that goes left. So it's probably a good thing for me. So yeah, official Rapsodo connector for the MLM2 Pro. Like I said, to me, it's good, but it's like the Garmin R10 one. If I only had the R10, I wouldn't use the official connector because I want to use putting. I want to use, either the X putt or I'd get webcam putting going. So same with the MLM2 Pro. I'm not going to use it, to be honest. And even though it's Bluetooth, we have Bluetooth issues with our computers and you'd still have to use a third-party Bluetooth adapter. So that's still going to be a big point. You still need to have good solid Bluetooth connection to your PC. Yeah, honestly, Rob, how bad do the Jumbo Max feel when you first get them? It just feels horrible. But you just got to go with it. And now, because my hands I've got quite big hands. I wear a size medium large glove, but they are super tight. Like when I put them on, I hate a loose fitting glove. So yeah, realistically, I think the Jumbo Max, it just fits my hands better. I've got medium. I might try large in the future, but for now, I'll just go with medium. They feel pretty good. Yeah, exactly, Glenn. I just don't see the advantage of going to the official connector. It's almost now that we've got our third-party connectors that use the same tech, that work the same, to me, it's kind of like, I don't know, you've kind of missed the mark. Like if Rapsodo would have come out with the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro and an official connector straight off the bat, that's huge. Like that is massive news. The Garmin R10 didn't have one. Rapsodo launches with a GS Pro connection. That's like, you've knocked it out of the park. When they didn't, it was kind of weird. And I remember emailing Rapsodo saying, hey, are you going to do this? Are you going to do this? And it was like, no. They finally came out with a third-party connector. The first one used the OCR where it was taking a screen capture, which was slow. Then they figured out, I forget who figured it out. I should remember. Someone figured it out and then shared the technology, and then Springbok incorporated it into his connector, just Bluetooth straight to your PC. And it's like, hey, this is a game changer. Yeah. So now to come out with a connector, no one really cares. I don't know. I don't care. But what I do think is interesting is, hey, are they potentially going to bring out a new unit that has putting and, you know, much better chipping? That's the thing that really piques my interest, because like I said, Garmin came out with the R50 that could putt loosely. It's gotten a lot better. Garmin came out with the R50 that could putt, and then they integrated with GS Pro, and then the R10 they kind of just dragged along. They were like, yeah, why not? Although Rapsodo has extra cam connections, so could use it as webcam. Yeah, the actual position of the camera, I don't know. Like, this is why the reason I'm so pessimistic about putting working with the MLM2 Pro is because it took them 2 years or a year and a half to get chipping to a decent state. So if they can't even get chipping to, like, you know, where it can pick up 1-2 foot shots, then how are they going to do it with putting? I don't know. I'm pessimistic. I think the next big announcement for the MLM2 Pro will be club data. I think they could add club path and things like that. So I think that's going to be the next big announcement, which, if you look early on at their initial marketing before this thing was released, it actually had club path as a metric that you were going to get. So potentially they tried to do it, they couldn't get it perfected, so then they've just kind of said, hey, we won't do that, and maybe they've got it to a point now where they're happy with it. I don't know. Yeah. Rob, did you do? I downloaded the app and it asked a bunch of questions about the grip size, and it came out for a large for me. So I did the little the app guide, and it said get large, and then I went on their website and I was reading, if you have a medium large glove, then get medium, and so that's why ultimately I went medium. And yeah, square, I agree. I think the square. Actually, Spike, are we doing a giveaway? I saw your email this morning. Sorry I didn't get back to you. We might be doing a square giveaway. Not a square unit giveaway, a protective case giveaway, I should say. Let me get my words right. Spike emailed me yesterday, a late email saying he wanted to do another square protective case giveaway. So let me know if we're doing one, Spike, and we can start getting names down. Okay, let's talk the league. Let's talk league now. I'm keen to talk about the league. So season 2 is underway of the Race to Scotland. Season 1 wrapped up a while ago, as you guys know. And there was a golf course that came out of season 1. So the winner of the net prize of the league got a course built by Scott, their choosing. And I'm really excited and happy to say that that course has just gone live on GS Pro, I think a couple of days ago now. The course is the National Old Course. So at the National, there's 3 courses, I believe. Oh, is Spike saying he's lost audio? Is that for me? Has everyone got audio? It's still working on my side. So the National Old Course is on GS Pro now. This course and a lot of courses in Melbourne don't actually have the LiDAR data. So what's cool is that as a community, as Joe Lagowski Golf community, we purchased the LiDAR data and we got this course built. Thanks, Glenn. And I'm happy to say that Scott, he knocked this out of the park. I mean, it is insane. When I play this course, when I play my league rounds, I'll put up some pictures that I took from the course. So I was taking pictures all day, and I was like, you know, sending them to Scott saying, this is what the trees look like, this is what this looks like. And he has done an amazing job. It is incredible. I'm going to pull it up now so you guys can see. So yeah, course of the week, the National Old Course. Let's go on course practice. What have I done? Practice. On course practice. I think I've got it favorited. Yeah. Right. This is just so incredible how true to life this is. Absolutely incredible. Let me change this And I'll adjust a few things for you. Just bear with me. And we'll get the chat up. Okay. Right. National Old Course. This is just insane. If you haven't played this course, treat yourself. This is now a top 3 course in GS Pro, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's top 3. That's awesome, Jonathan. That's really cool. Yeah, Bayside Sam has just been amazing to me. He's just a genuine nice guy. And he's all over it. He is all over it. He's got everything automated with Bayside. It's incredible. Ian, thanks, mate. As well, like all the members, Tomat, Ian, thank you for your support with the membership. Like, you guys don't understand how much of a difference that makes to the channel and to me doing this. You guys really, by you guys supporting it through the membership, man, it helps. It really, really helps. Okay. I mean, look at this. It is just incredible. And I guess I'll put up pictures as I'm playing, but this looks exactly like it does in real life. This first tee shot, I remember standing on the tee and it's just so narrow. And if you miss these fairways, you're done. You are done. And that's exactly what it's like. It's just incredible. Let's go. The second hole was such a hard par 4. And you stand on this tee, you've got the ocean to your left, like way in the distance. It was windy on this tee. And I remember I hit like a punch cut driver down there. And I ended up going, I had to hit 5-iron into the green because I kind of pulled it and I was down here. And it's exactly like it is in real life. Like, I was kind of blocked out by these trees. I had to hit a draw. It was into the wind. Man, it just is so perfect. It is so perfect. The third hole, this tee shot was the scariest tee shot on the course. So, I mean, if you miss left, you're gone. Like, it is, let me go into free flight mode. If you miss left, and one of the guys did, unfortunately, he hooked it into this, and it was like instant lost ball. You're not finding it. But on the tee, you look down there and you're just like, it's not long, but you just have to place something down there. I hit punch drivers so much on this course. And then you've got the famous 7th hole, which I put a video on my Instagram of me actually playing this hole. And yeah, it looks, I mean, it looks the exact same. It's fantastic. I ended up parring this hole. I hit it on the green to about 15 feet, I think. And then 2-putted for the par. But yeah, incredible course, incredible recreation. I mean, it's just insane. I eagled this hole in real life. It was not a... Look, there's no pictures on the scorecard, right? I hit I think it was a 4-iron off the tee. I hit 4-iron down to about there. Let me go. I hit 4-iron to there. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to give it a crack at the green. I swung so hard and I completely topped it. Like a thin topped this 3-wood that went down to about, right there. Yeah, about 147 it was. The pin was tucked on the left-hand side of the green. So the pin was actually just there. And I hit this perfect 9-iron because I have my yardages, right? I'll show you this 9-iron, 3/4 shot. Let me make this bigger. Telling a little worry here. So it was 147. My 3/4 9-iron is 143. And so I thought, landed at 143, it'll land and roll out to the hole. And it literally landed perfectly short of the hole and rolled track direct straight in, dropped in for an eagle. So not the most glamorous of eagles. 4-iron, skull top 3-wood, and then hole out with a 9-iron. Fantastic. But yeah, this course, if you haven't played this course yet on GS Pro, what have I done? Go away. Definitely go check it out because it is just so true to life. Hole 8, Scott's saying hole 8's his favorite. Yes, hole 8. Man, this is nuts. I hit on the green in, oh, I was just short of the green in 2. So this hole was a 4-iron or a 5-iron, I believe. I just laid up to about there. No, it was a bit further back. I was about there. And I ripped a 3-wood, like absolutely ripped a 3-wood, or 4-wood, I should say. And my ball ended up just off the green. The pin actually was in the exact same spot. My ball ended up there, and I 2-putted it for a birdie. Yeah, hole 8, the second shot of hole 8 is just nuts. It's dead uphill, multiple tiers to this fairway. So you've got 2 tiers, and it's just such a cool course. So yeah, the National Old Course, probably, I'm going to say top 3, possibly top 2. It's my favorite course on GS Pro right now. If I talk about like top 3 courses, I've got this one, I've got Norwegian Links, and then I've got what's C-Sim's new one he just put up? I'm trying to think now. Someone help me. What's the one that C-Sim Golf just Tobacco Road. So Tobacco Road, National Old Course, and Norwegian Links. Those are my, if I had to pick 3 courses on GS Pro that yeah, Tobacco, you nailed it, Scott. So those 3 courses for me stand above everything. I should do a top 3. That'll cause some discussion, wouldn't it? I bet some people would fire up at that. They'd have their opinions, but that's my opinion. So yeah, season 2 is in full swing, and let me pull up the leaderboard real quick for season 2. Oh, wrong SGT site. No, it's not what you think when I say wrong SGT site. Brett's homemade launch monitor, it uses a website called SGT. So that's the wrong SGT website. It's nothing sus. Let's go to leagues. Let me pull this up so you guys can see. My leagues. Look at that. 306. That's nuts. 306. Let's jump in and have a look. I've still got to play this round. We'll go to standings. Look at that, JT Walsh. I need to step up. He's killing it. What I will say, if I beat JT Walsh, I'm happy. That guy is a +6 handicap in real life. +6, I think. +5, +6 handicap in real life. And he's got over 180 ball speed. So anytime I beat that guy, I'm like, come on, I'm doing all right. Let's go to the net standings. And yeah, here we go, the net standings. So this is what you want to win. If you win the net standings, you get a course built on GS Pro by Scott. Again, massive shout out to Scott. Massive thank you. I could not do this league. I could not do all of this without him. If you want to get a course built on GS Pro for a fraction of the cost, if you sign up to the Joe Lagowski Golf membership, you get a 20% discount on all course builds. Scott is in the chat right now, POB16. I will leave his contact details. I'll leave them in, actually, I might try and put them in the comments now. If you want to get a course built on GS Pro, email Scott. Actually, Scott, could you put your email in the chat? That'd be fantastic. If you want a course built on GS Pro, then get in contact with Scott. But yeah, the standings for the league right now, there they are. T-Lap is leading. It looks like he's played every event. Oh no, we got Giffer on 16 events. So it is heating up. It is a close race. Okay, I guess while we've got the league, while we're talking about the league, we've got sponsors for the league. Obviously, Scott is the major sponsor with that major prize. I want to announce something now that is super exciting. If you watch my Chasing Glory episode that I released, I think it was yesterday, Chasing Glory, the series, now has a sponsor, which is super exciting. It's my first, like, I guess, sponsor or paid sponsorship on the channel. And the actual sponsor is GX Golf Gloves. Now, George, GX Golf Gloves is in the UK, so UK-based company. Really nice guy. I actually bought these gloves because I was burning through money and I was burning through TaylorMade gloves. I like it. I'm really picky about golf gloves. I'm really picky about golf gloves and how they feel and how they fit. And I was burning through these TaylorMade gloves, and where I wear my gloves out are my thumb and then my palm, heel, or like, what is that called? I don't know. Anyway, that's where I wear out my golf gloves. Now, I was burning through these TaylorMade gloves like pretty quick. Like, I'd say maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks max. And what I found was some of them seemed to be more durable than others. Some of them I'd get like, 3 weeks out of, and others I'd get a week out of, and they'd just completely rip in the palm, like heel, I guess. They'd just completely tear. So I was always on the lookout to try and find a glove that is of the same or better quality. And that's when I stumbled. I did a lot of research. I actually tried a lot of gloves, and that's when I stumbled across these gloves. And I bought some because I don't want to just, ask someone if they want to sponsor the channel or, send some to the channel. So I actually bought some, and I used these for ages. You can see I still wear it out in the same spot. So it's still wearing it out in the thumb there. You can see that, and still in the heel there of the palm. But these gloves are insanely durable, and they fit and feel fantastic. I'm very picky about how a glove fits, and this fits really nice. I like it to be nice and tight on my hand. So once I'd bought these and used these for a while, that's when I reached out to Jordan and said, hey, do you want to potentially do like some sort of partnership with the channel? Where I was thinking, hey, you're just going to send me some gloves and I'll do a video on them and etc. But he ended up wanting to sponsor videos. And so I said, well, I do Chasing Glory. And he said, yep, that sounds good. And so now Chasing Glory as a series has a sponsor, which is pretty cool. Those videos, they take a lot to edit. They really do. And so having a sponsor now it gives me motivation. Not only that, it's just cool that, the channel is starting to get some recognition, which is fantastic. It's starting to really get out there, and people are willing to invest in the channel, which is really cool. So I have all of you guys to thank for that. So yeah, Chasing Glories now has a sponsor, which is just mad. I need to start playing some good golf and live up. The day, if we can get to world number 1, the day that I can potentially do that, oh man, we were so close. I think a couple of weeks ago, we were a handful of points, like maybe 5 or 6 points. I can't remember. We were so close, and it all just came crumbling down in round 2. Oh man, this week we're not doing too good in the tips tour. If you watch my first video, you'll see why. However, I think as of right now, I think I'm leading the Pro Tour. So I went and played Pro Tour as well, which I found just a lot more fun, to be honest. The AT&T Pro-Am. Just go and play the Pro Tour this week. It's fantastic. Go and play Pro Tour because you play DPC Skyglass, which, talking about top 3 courses, I mean, DPC Spyglass would be, in the top 5. You play DPC Spyglass, and then you play DPC Pebble, the new update. It's insane. Like, it's such a fun... when you play courses that look that good on the simulator, it's just a lot of fun, and it does help when you're playing good as well. So we are currently leading the Pro Tour this week, so hopefully we can hold on and get some points. Fingers crossed. Okay. Nice. So we've covered the first course of the league. We've covered the new official Rapsodo connector, and we've talked about the exciting news, for me at least, with the Chasing Glory series. I'll open it up to you guys. Again, Spike, let me know if we're doing a giveaway, and we better get this going. Maybe we might do it next week. All right, let me go through some of these comments. Speaking of it, do you mean Brett's launch monitor, Top Gun? So Brett's launch monitor, I'd have to check with him, but it has to be hardwired, I believe. There's no battery inside it. So yeah, you'd have to, let me get it. I believe it's designed to be used indoors. And so I don't think, because, well, this is a prototype, I will say. There's no battery in it, so I think it's designed to be used indoors. I don't know if they've thought about using it outdoors. What I love about it is just check that out. They put a little nice touch on there. Let's see if we get any. So, all right, let me pull up, spin the wheel. So Spike, I was late with this email. He sent it to me yesterday. Which one do I use? Wheel of Names, is it? Yes. Okay. If we're going to do a giveaway, we better get into some names. So if you want to have a chance to win one of Spike's square stand / protective cases, let me know now in the comments. Steve, you're in, and you might, I mean, you've got a really good chance of winning it right now. Steve M. Your name has to be Steve if you want to enter. Steve M, you're in. Oh, look at these names coming in now. Anthony, you're in. How do you say Joachim? Joachim? You are in. Jonathan, you're in. I should really put last names there because Gerard. Okay, we've got some names coming in now. This is good. Alan. Hawker. And Top Gun. An impromptu giveaway. Argentina, you are kidding. That is just insane. I mean, people watching me in Argentina, that is fantastic. Thanks for watching the live. That is really cool. And is it Mariano? Mariano? That's really cool. Argentina. Ian, you're in. And Peter. Dining room bogeys, you're in. Cool. All right, the draw has started. Keep sending in names if you want to be in the draw, and I will just keep entering them. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for that, Mariano. Yeah, the R50, the R50 is a fantastic unit. It's really good at just club and ball data for full shots. When I used it, putting wasn't the best, but it has improved a lot. I would love to see some improved putting though. I think just recently they have updated the R50. I don't have it anymore, unfortunately, so I can't test it. But I believe the R50, let me just bring up the update logs. I believe the R50 had another update like yesterday or the day before. But I'm not sure what they improved. But yeah, the R50 was fantastic in terms of just the data. It was really good. Yeah, so that's a really good point, Ian. If you talk about the actual life cycle, the product life cycle, the R50, in my opinion, is a lot better than those other units at launch. So, I mean, yeah, the actual data that you get from that thing is actually solid. When I first got the iMini, let me just grab it. When I first got this, I was super excited because I was going from a GC2 and I was going from a GC2 and I thought I'll get this iMini and it will just improve on everything. It'll improve on putting. It'll improve on horizontal launch angle. It'll be easier to align. The data will be good. When I first got this, and you can look at my early videos, I was just so disappointed. I was so disappointed. And I wish I never sold my GC2 because the data from this thing was just not good. The club and ball speeds were wrong initially. Then they had spin axis issues. I was doing heaps of testing for them. Then I got, people in the comments just saying that I was wrong about the spin axis, and then it was good that Unicore admitted that I was right, and then they fixed it. But man, this thing went through, it was just not good. But through the life cycle, about how many years has this been out now? Give it about a year and a half, this thing really started to perform and come into its own. And right now, I have no hesitations about recommending the iMini to anyone. It's absolutely fantastic. But that is a really good point that you say about the product life cycle, because the Garmin R50's just come out. We expect it to be perfect straight off the bat, but we know with launch monitors they're not. With the R50 being so good straight off the bat, it only has room for improvement, and they've already started to improve it. So yeah, really good point. I think it will get a lot better. I still haven't tried the light Top Gun. I've been trying to get a light on the channel. It's really frustrating because in Australia, Unicore is controlled by one group, and they basically are the importer and reseller. So it's all controlled by one group. That's not Bayside. So for me to get those products, I'd either have to buy one, which I'm not going to do, or I'd have to find someone who was willing to let me loan their iMini Lite. So that would be the only way. The reason I want to try it is because I get so many people saying, what is, the best unit to get? I'll say new budget king to me, if you're looking for indoor sim golf, is the Square. Hands down, budget king, the end. If you're looking to take a unit outside and do other things with it, then yes, the MLM2 Pro is right there. The next step up from that, I personally believe, is the iMini Lite. But I'm so hesitant to recommend that to people because I haven't tried it. And from what I've seen, there's mixed things. So online, I've seen that they're using the same hardware, meaning cameras and all those things with the iMini and the iMini Lite. But I literally saw an email from Unicore that said that the iMini Lite uses different cameras to the iMini. And so that, for me, massive red flag. They're meant to be in the same family. They're meant to use the same hardware. If they're not using the same hardware, then you can't run the same firmware on them. And so therefore, in my opinion, they're two completely separate launch monitors and they need to be independently tested. So I'm very hesitant to recommend the iMini Lite to someone, but I think it's the next step up from the Square. That's just my opinion. But I really want to test one so I can actually do my tests and I can recommend based on what I'm seeing. I don't like, watching other videos because there's so many fake reviews out there. There's just, yeah. G'day, Dan. Greetings from Illinois. Pro T user. They integrate some drawing options. 100%. I agree, Dan. And this is something that I've mentioned to them. Pro T, I've sent them a few emails recently. They haven't got back to me. I hope they start emailing me again. They must be busy, but I agree, Dan. That's one thing that I've recommended to them. I might just send them another email and just say, hey, just give us some basic tools so we can draw, we can, measure angles, make circles, do all that sort of stuff. That would be huge. That would be huge. Quick question about sim building. Do you need really good putting turf around the hitting mat in the sim, or does it not matter too much? Ian, so this putting turf that you see, so I've got my stance mat, which I wish I never bought this stance. This is not a stance mat. This is actually a T-turf mat. So I can put a T and stand it up. The reason I got T-turf is because I originally thought that'd be good on my elbows and my joints. I hit down quite hard on the ball. So I got T-turf. Regret. I regret doing that. I wish I just bought a cheap mat and straight away made my impact strip. So my impact strip has saved me. I wouldn't be playing sim golf without the impact strip because my elbows are just, they just wouldn't, I just couldn't do it. It was to the point where I was like literally sitting and I'd have elbow pain all day, like a numb elbow pain, any little knock and it would just completely set it off. So yeah, it's completely changed the way I play sim golf. The actual turf you see around this whole area, I've got it, pretty much my whole garage is this turf. It's 4 meters wide. And then I think it's about 4.5 meters long. Anyway, I went to a local turf supplier. Now, for me, this was the easiest thing to do. I knew some guys because I'd bought other putting turf from them and I knew what the putting turf was. And so that is the putting turf I have in my area. They actually did me a really good deal. Delivery is obviously a massive thing. I can't fit this in my Volkswagen Golf. So they were able to deliver it and the price was pretty good. What I'd say is putting turf around the area, even the stuff that I have, it does wear out where you walk. And so where I stand with my computer and like where I go on and off my hitting mat, even behind me, right, you see this little bright spot? There's a bright spot right there. That bright spot is because when I'm setting up to driver, I'll kind of stand off the mat like this with my heel, and that's exactly where my heel goes. So that bright spot is just like, I guess, where it's worn out. And that's what it kind of looks like where I walk up to my computer as well. It's a lighter shade of green. Quality does matter, but I wouldn't go and break the bank and get some ridiculously expensive putting turf. This whole piece, it came in one big piece and then I cut out into it. That massive piece, I think it cost around $500 or $600. I can't remember. Definitely look at your local turf supplier, and also Bayside, I believe, does some big bits of putting turf as well. So definitely check out Bayside as well. When I upgrade, I will just be getting it from Bayside because it is starting to look quite old and worn where I walk. So potentially when if I redo the sim, if I, change anything, then we'll get an update. Tomat saying, love the iMini Lite, never had a problem unless I do it. Yep, exactly. And that's what I've heard. But then I've also heard, so I've got a good friend who I worked with for a little bit, who is a plus, I want to say he's a +4. He is a gun. Like, he is a really, really good golfer. And what he told me, I said, I recommended the iMini Lite. I said, the iMini Lite, cheaper version of the iMini. This guy, honestly, is a seriously good golfer. So, Rod, if you're watching, yeah, you're a gun. He got the iMini Lite, and from him, he said he's noticed a few things that aren't correct with the unit. And so he's now emailing Unicore and trying to sort some stuff out. But so yeah, when I have someone like him tell me he's seeing things that are wrong, that's a red flag to me because, like I said, he is a seriously good golfer and I trust his opinion. But could it be his environment? Absolutely. You never know. I know Greg was having issues with putting. What he realized was he had some bikes, some push bikes in the background. And so the actual iMini Lite was getting confused by the reflective tape on the pedals of his push bikes. As soon as he covered that up, putting was solved. So environments do matter as well. That's why I always say each launch monitor is going to perform differently in different environments. Jez, good morning. Good to see you in the chat. We're having a giveaway, Jez, for one of Spike's. Anyone that's just joined, Spike's doing a giveaway today. You can see the wheel behind me. We're doing a giveaway for a protective case and stand for the Square Golf launch monitor. If you want to be in that, let me know. I'll put you in the wheel. And we'll do that right at the end of the video. True Golf Apogee launch monitor. Hardware's good except for small hitting area, but we are stuck with E6. Yeah. So actually the Apogee, I'm going to, is it Joachim? Apogee is supported through Springbok's third-party connector. I'll get you a link to the video. Give me a second. So talk to Springbok. If you're not already on the, let me just go to YouTube. If you're not already on the Joe Lagowski Golf Facebook group, jump on the Facebook group. Because I don't know if there's any, here you go, this is a video. So share, copy. All right, check that link out. You'll be able to actually hook up your Apogee through the third-party connector to GS Pro. It'll be a little bit slower because it's taking a screen capture of the data, but give that a go. Also, join the Facebook group, and you can actually talk to Etienne Springbok. If you're having any issues connecting the Apogee, just say, hey, I'm having issues. He will help you out. He's a really nice guy. Right, what other comments? I've got to scroll up now. I've missed a few. Looking for a quality turf for my hitting strip, but can't find any in Oz. I agree that it is insanely hard to find. Yeah, I went through about 7 different putting turfs until I found one that is, I think is really good. It's honestly hard, Gerard. It is. I've gone through so many, and I'm still now looking for more options, better options. Dennis, it's good to see you in the chat. Dennis has been a member. I believe you're one of the first ever members of the channel, Dennis. The old course national is superb, and Scott has done a fantastic job. Yeah, honestly, that course, I played it in real life, and then I played it in my sim, and I was like, this is a perfect recreation. The one thing that Scott has missed is the hedgehogs. There was a couple of hedgehogs kicking about. Not hedgehogs. What are they called in Australia? The Australian version. There's echidnas. There was a couple of echidnas digging up the course, and I told him to put them in. Frugal saying, I was offered a good deal on a IDRA2. I may take them up on it. Yeah, so from what I've seen, and I don't want to judge a launch monitor before I've used it, but from what I saw from the what's it called, PGA show, they are actually estimating spin and spin axis. So to me, I don't like that. All right, we've got a couple of people. Jay Still, you are in. Jez, you're in. Let me put you in. Who else? I did see someone else wanted to go in. Stephen L. I'll make my way through the comments. Yeah, Tomat, yeah, white reflective shoes. So my shoes that I wear, I've had these for a long time now. These are what are these? Echoes. These have a reflective strip on the front. And so what I did when I had my GC2 was I just put black tape over the reflective stripe. And so, yeah, that solved my issues with the GC2. But that's the annoying thing about Echo shoes. They're amazing, but they've got like heaps of reflective stuff on them. Stephen L. Yes, I'll put you in the giveaway. Okay. Yeah, the new official square protective case, they look good. They definitely look good. John V, he's saying, I've got the Square Golf launch monitor. All right, I'm caught up now. got the Square Golf launch monitor and love it based on your reviews. In GS Pro, I'm seeing pretty high side spin numbers with driver, more than average in the Square Golf software. Okay, that's interesting. I haven't seen, what ball are you using, John? Are you using the official ball or are you using the Pix? I haven't seen that personally. I'm very similar with data in both softwares. That's interesting. Very interesting. So what I will say, John, is the actual software won't actually make a difference to the raw data that's collected. The raw data that's collected gets fed into the software, and then what the software might do is it might appear like it's a bit more of a draw or fade, but the actual number will be the exact same. Because with Awesome Golf, your shot appears like it's a lot straighter, but if you look at the number, the side spin number is actually the same. But that's interesting. I haven't seen that. You're using a Pix ball, so yeah, I haven't seen that personally, because all these softwares are just taking the they're just taking the raw data captured by the unit. So yeah, that's an odd one. That's an odd one. Is it every single time? Is it repeatable? Yeah, that's weird. All right, where are we up to? Let me scroll back now. Alan's saying, Gerard K said hitting strip, Joe. Yeah, so I am selling the hitting strips now. I'll do a video on it. I've got a couple of people, I've done quite a few like ones for a discount, and I'm going to announce it soon, and then I'll start selling them for the full price. But yes, the hitting strips, if you're interested in a hitting strip, just email me. I'll put my email in the chat now. That's my email. If you're interested in a hitting strip, then let me know. Yeah, metal case is nice, isn't it? For the new official cases. Any word on the Unicore XR? No, nothing. I haven't seen anything since the PGA show. And like I said, here in Australia, Unicore is kind of controlled by a group. And so, I mean, getting one on the channel is going to be, I'd literally have to buy one. And to be honest, I'm going, I don't know. I'm pessimistic. For me, having something that sits behind is a weird choice, just because you're basically making something that cannot capture certain data points like face location and impact. Yes, it might be better in a commercial environment. Someone might not hit it, but you can get like, protective cases for launch monitors. So it seems like an odd choice to have it behind. But I mean, they're a smart company. They're a massive company, so they know what they're doing. Mike saying, have you heard of the Gimme Circle Challenge? It's basically playing a pitch and putt type course, even a par 3, having mulligans on. The goal is to hit it in the Gimme Circle for every hole. That's a really good, that's a good game. I actually play, I haven't played it much recently, but I used to play the, what was the course? Let me see. It's in my favorites. Let me bring it up. Flushing Meadows. Go and play Flushing Meadows. And that is such a fun course to just practice your wedges. It is an amazing course. Also, if you go to the Grove 23 off the junior tees, that is another amazing wedge practice course as well. Those are my two favorite go-to courses. Bootlegger's Lair obviously is the new one as well. I need to work on my wedges. I've got the I'm literally going to do this today. I got the DeWiz on charge. I'm going to be doing a big session today. I've got a few videos to film after this, and then we'll be doing some wedge work because the wedges, so frustrating, so frustrating. All right, Frugal's Spike saying I've made a base for the new square cover, but the okay. Yeah, John, let us know how you go. And if anyone has the same issue, then definitely let me know because it's something I'll investigate. If you are a member of the Facebook group, John, definitely put something in there because I think there's over 2,500 people now in the Facebook group, and a lot of them have squares. So if you put something in there just saying, hey, is anyone else having this issue? I'd be really interested to know if other people are seeing the same thing, because I guess the hard thing for me now is because I have so many different launch monitors, it's just so hard for me to stay on top of all of them. I don't get the time to actually invest and use a launch monitor for, thousands of shots. I do try, but that's why videos are slow to come out as well. Like I'm trying to test and do so much stuff. Stephen is saying, is it worth the trouble using various inserts for different lies, sand, thick, rough? No. In my opinion, no. To me, let the software do that. Let the software do that. Focus on just hitting good shots. That's my opinion. Because if you get a rough that's meant to be a sand rough, it's not going to feel the same anyway. To me, just have a good lie and get used to hitting the shots. Oh, Holtzy's in the chat. It is good to see you, mate. Holtzy, with the new update, are you on the new update? Has your club data got better? Send me a message. I'm interested because Holtzy, he's had a lot of launch monitors, GC quads. He has a Pro T now. I believe he said he was going back to the quad. If you've still got the Pro T, Holtzy, let me know if your club data's improved. Okay, let's do the giveaway. Final call. Have you sold it already? Okay, so an update has just come to the Pro T, and one of the guys having a mental blank, Ryan. Give me a sec. Ryan Metcalf. He said his club data wasn't great. He said now face angle's really good. So yeah, let me know. Well, I guess you can't now because you've sold it already. Have you got the quad? All right, where are we up to? I'm gonna have to do the giveaway. Cool. Jason, I'll put you in. Jason's in. John V, I'll put you in. Panther, I can put you in now if you want. So the giveaway, if you've just tuned in, the giveaway is for one of Spike's square golf launch monitor stands and protective shields. So if you want to get in on that, let me know. So okay, nice, Holtzy, back with the quad. I mean, it is the ultimate. It is the ultimate. I hope what is your club angle? Let me know your angle of attack. Is it 4 up? Please let me know, Holtzy. Panther, I'll put you in. Lawrence. +3. Okay, he's back. He's back. That is wild, isn't it? That's wild. I don't know why. Because, I mean, I look at my angle of attack and it seems really good. I just don't get it. Dennis, I'll put you in. That is wild. Well, at least you got, you know, possibly it must be environment. It must be environment. I can't imagine that there's like a massive difference with units, right? Like each unit, the tolerance must be pretty good on all of these units. So it can't be the unit. It must be environment. But what? Just turbulators. You reckon it might have been the club with the ping? Okay, the draw. We're going to do the draw. It's 10 o'clock. Right. This is it. We are going with the draw for the Square Golf launch monitor. Thank you, Spike, for donating this. Let's see. Who is the winner? Oh, Hawker. It is Hawker. There you go. So Hawker, definitely get in contact with Spike. You can do it through the Facebook page, or I'm sure Spike might even reach out to you. Oh, there you go. That's pretty cool. Joe Show discount for 1 week, 20% on everything. That's fantastic. Thanks for that, Spike. So yeah, Hawker, you won the case and the shield. Okay, that is going to be it for this week. Has anyone got any last minute questions? I'll give you a couple of minutes and then we'll sign out. I've got to film a couple of videos for the week now. 10 a.m., 8:30 p.m. Yeah. Thanks, Holtzy. That's good to hear you got the quad and it's working for you. Imagine if it said 3 down, you'd just be, oh man. I'm sure Spike will let you know. It'll probably be on his website. Spike, put your website in the comment section, or I'll put it in the description of the video. Mike, yes. When you export things from GS Pro, you get all of the data there. I know, Tomat. I will try. I hit some very uncharacteristic shots with yeah, very uncharacteristic. And do you know what the annoying thing is, Tomat? I actually did a few wedge sessions and I was practicing my wedges. That's so annoying, isn't it? Practice something and you get worse. Nova, Jez, Nova's still going. I'm actually trying to organize a live with the guys now. So Nova is still happening. Cheers, Glenn. Oh, come on, Top Gun. The lab is beautiful. The lab is beautiful. Have you seen what I've done to it, though? I've made it even better. Check that out. Custom Joe Lagowski Golf Lab. Dom, good to see you, mate. Yeah, look, the Melbourne trip was amazing. I played some incredible golf courses, but I got my butt kicked by Tim Harmer. He is actually a channel member. And it was crazy. I rocked up to the course and I'm like, I know that guy. And he looked at me and he was like, you're Joe Lagowski. And I said, yes, you're Tim. So really a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right, guys, that is going to be it for this episode of SimWorld. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Definitely leave your comments in the comment section. Yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Just to fit the lap. Yeah, I know, right? What's the DF3? It's not that big. It's not the DF2. Good to hear, Lawrence. All right, guys, that is it for this one. I will catch you guys for SimWorld next week, and it will be episode 12. All right, guys, take it easy.